Hey guys, so let me move the camera back. Tonight we're going to do a steamed camera's a little crooked, a seafood mukbang. I went home to Milhouse today, so I brought some seafood back with me, and I picked up some pink moscato, and I like to have a light wine with my seafood. So I went to this restaurant called Mukbang down in Mobile, and they give you so much food. So this is my food. I'm gonna show it to y'all. It's corn, potato, shrimp, and crab claws, and it is so delicious. So I know I haven't did a mukbang for you guys in a long time, so I just thought that, you know, this would be the perfect time to do one. I'm gonna show y'all the food again. So it's corn, shrimp, potatoes, and it's a crab claws, one crab claw. But the food is delicious, and I haven't done a mukbang for y'all in a long time, so I just said, hey, let's give them something a little extra, because it's been almost like 4 months since I did a mukbang. So y'all, we're gonna do one. So I'm gonna pop my wine open, because I like wine and seafood. I hope you guys can see this. At first I was just gonna eat, but I was like, you know what, I can eat and talk to y'all. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what she gonna do. That's what she gonna do. Then give y'all some updates. I did a live feed the other day, and it went pretty well, but the camera kept cutting off, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna do a live mukbang. I'm just going to do a regular mukbang, and just hope that you guys enjoy it. I'm in my dining room. I'm trying to do this mukbang, get my drink on, and eat and watch the news, because if y'all ain't been paying attention, there's some shit going on in Washington, D.C. You hear me? But yeah, it's just so chaotic, and I like to keep up with current events, because as you guys know, my husband is a military spouse, and a lot of times, not a military spouse, I'm a military spouse. I didn't even start drinking yet, y'all, and I'm tripping. But my husband is in the military, and a lot of time I go to a lot of different events, and I just like to know what's going on. So when people are talking about certain topics, I'm aware, and I'm not sitting there looking crazy, which I like to know what's going on with political events. Anyway, I'm not really, I'm not a hardcore person, but I like to know what's going on, because I feel that it's very important, especially as a woman, to be up to date on current events. And I just like to go to school. Y'all remember when this happened? This, do this, do this. But yeah, that's the type of girl I am. So this mukbang is going to be lit. Yes, honey. So y'all know, like, Mobile is a Gulf. Like, I'm trying to move the camera so y'all can see the food and see me. But y'all know Mobile is like a seafood city. Like, we're on the bay. I'm just move the camera so you guys can see me. But you know, like, Mobile is a city on the water, and we get a lot of fresh seafood. Now, I don't live in Mobile. I live like a couple hours away, but the boil will hold as long as you keep it, you know, at the right temperature. But yeah, I just went to drop my nephew off today. I'm so sad because the house is absolutely so quiet without him. My little stinkapoo. But yeah, I took him home today. So in here they have this sausage, and this is sausage come from a place called Connecticut County. It's like the best sausage in the world. It's like the sausage of Alabama. So a lot of the seafood places, when you do get seafood, they usually use this sausage because it is really good. It has like a nice, I don't want to say like a kielbasa type crunch, but it's like a kielbasa and a hot dog. It's all the good things that you like in a link. How about that? But yeah, sorry if my head missing, y'all, but I want y'all to be able to see everything. But yeah, so let's get into it. So we have some nice pink Gulf shrimps, and I love Gulf shrimp, y'all. The seafood that come out of the bay has like this really salty fresh taste. It doesn't take a lot of seasoning. I mean, the steam balls, they don't have to use a lot because the fish, I mean the shrimp and the fish just has such a good taste. Now we know these crab claws ain't coming from the coast. They're probably coming somewhere from like Alaska. So, disclaimer, that's gonna probably be a lot of smacking. I'm eating with my hands because this is how we eat a bowl. And that's just what it is. So, I ain't did a mukbang in a while, so I just figured that maybe I'd do one for you guys. They just give you one sausage, like right here. There's my sausage. I mean my corn. And they give you one, but they give you a lot of potatoes, which I love. I love being back in the deep south, close to the coast. Because the seafood is just so fresh. Like, Mukbang is a fish market in Mobile. They'll actually cook your seafood. You roll up to the counter, you be like, hey, I want this, I want this. And they'll clean it and cook it for you, or they have like platters that you can order. They have crawfish. Well, when they're in season, it's just like a place to go on Mobile if you want to get crawfish. Which everybody from Florida to Texas love crawfish. Mainly, I want to say the low country, like, well, not the low country, like the lower parts, like Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama area, Mississippi area, Florida, and Louisiana. So yeah, everybody eats crawfish. And most people in that area, whether they know it or not, are either descendants of Cajuns or Creole. A lot of people don't even know that they're of Creole descent, and they are. Or Cajun. But it has a very big French influence. Mobile was settled by the French. French Louisiana was actually the capital. Mobile was the capital of French Louisiana when they settled. And Mardi Gras originated in Mobile. Joe Kane started Mardi Gras up again after the Civil War. But it was created in Mobile, not New Orleans. So New Orleans, get back. But yeah, that's where it was created. The Mardi Gras in Mobile and New Orleans is totally different. Mobile is more family friendly, and it's cleaner. So yeah, if you want to take your kids to Mardi Gras, then you should definitely take them to Mobile. Don't take them to New Orleans, cause y'all ain't ready for them titties. I mean, they have places in Mobile where people don't take their kids, like in certain parts of downtown, but yeah, the majority of it is clean fun. I mean, people do be drunk in the street on Fat Tuesday. I've been one of those people. A lot of times. I have to find a picture if I can find it. I was sitting between two state troopers drinking a beer. I was 22. I don't even know why. But you can drink downtown during Mardi Gras. Like, you can open carry alcohol. As long as it's not in a glass bottle. But yeah. So I took my nephew home this morning. We went to eat breakfast at Huddle House because he loves Huddle House. Me, him, and my husband. And yeah, we went to Mobile. I went to see my aunt. Her name is Marilyn. I call her Nanny. Maybe one day y'all will meet her. She don't really do social media like that, so a lot of my family doesn't really understand it. I mean, they know about it, but they watch the videos. Some of them don't watch the videos. They think whatever I'm doing is just crazy and it's a fad that I'm going through, but they don't understand it's for real. But yeah. This is the type of wine you want to chill. Like when I have red wine, I don't really get it chilled. because different wines are supposed to be chilled at different temperatures so that they bloom the right way. Different people say different things. When I do red wines, I kind of like them room temperature. I kind of like to keep them between. They do really good anywhere. I think it's 60 to 64 degrees. And they bloom really well when you pop them. If it's a really fine wine, red wine. It's just different things for different people. Different people say different things about different wines, but that's just what I like. But like a white wine or a rosé or something like that, I like that cold. It tastes better. But yeah. Woo! Got me a piece of corn, y'all. So, I'm so rude. You guys like something? But it's so good. So, everybody's getting ready to go back to school. My nephew is going to kindergarten. And, like I said before, I have a, my sister is a single mom. And I like to try to help her out as much as possible. So I went school supply shopping. Today's Friday. I want to say, was it Wednesday? Wednesday. Y'all, I had no idea that school supplies were so expensive. I don't have kids and I've never really had to buy school supplies. Like I would buy, if I knew somebody who needed something, like I would pick up like a couple items to help them out, or you know, give them a couple dollars. But I've never full like shopped for school supplies. Y'all, that kindergarten list was out. That kindergarten school supply list, let me tell y'all, it was outrageous. 3 boxes of Crayola crayons, the fat crayons, glue sticks, and they want to either 8 regular glue sticks or 4 big glue sticks. I'm like, what are they doing? Are they eating the goddamn glue? What else? Scissors, soap, paper towels, a notebook, a ring, a pencil holder with 3 rings, plastic binder. It was just, the list was crazy. So anyway, by the time I got through getting all his school stuff, I was out like $60. I was out of $60, y'all. I was so shocked standing in line at Walmart. I was like, what did I buy? I mean, I had plans for like at least 20 of that $60. It did not work out. So, another thing too, he had to do summer reading. I didn't know kindergartners had summer reading, but they didn't have specific books they had to read. They just had certain authors that they wanted them to read. So I bought some of the books. I bought 2 books. By 2 of the authors. And one of his favorites is The Hungry Caterpillar. So we read it in the bookstore. He made me read it like 3 times at the bookstore, so I decided to buy it for him. And then we got Brown Bear, and he made me read that 3 times too. So I was going to get him some more books, but after buying school supplies and taking him to lunch, we went to the bouncy house and doing all that. Auntie Pockets was looking a little thirsty. So I wasn't able to do much more. I wanted to buy him more books. So I'm going to save up some money. And hopefully soon I'll be able to pick up some of those books that he wanted. Because he's a really good kid. And he's very, for his age, I should have got my cracker, but I can't find it. For his age, he's a very intelligent kid. He's actually ahead of the learning curve for a 5-year-old. So, when it comes to academic stuff, I try to give it to him if it's something that he wants. And this was my grandfather's baby sister. He was really close to. And to be honest with y'all, when my grandfather died, it was really hard to talk to her and see her because she reminded me so much of him. So I get all the way back to Kansas, and y'all, she died in January, like a couple days. It was actually, she died actually on the day that we buried my mom. I was fucked up, and I had to turn around and drive back to Alabama. Yeah. So like right now, I'm in a real bad place. But I'm trying not to let my mind slip there. This is the anniversary of my grandfather dying. Shit is crazy. It's crazy. It's like I go through these things all year round. Like August, my mom's birthday. And it's like I be reliving it and I be trying to get out. And y'all, please don't be like, go to therapy. Do you know how rich I would be if I didn't go to therapy in my life? Anyway, I'm Southern. I just drink, eat some food, cry, and pray. And it tends to feel a little bit better in the morning. Minus the hangover. And the Shirley Temple and some scrambled eggs usually fixes it. But yeah, when I turned down the street, I had a flood of negative emotions. And when I pulled up to the house, I got all these good memories. And I've always told people, like, I love food because my mom loved food. Like, my grandmother, my mom, they love food. They love to feed people. They love to cook. My mama never went to culinary school a day in her life. And she could cook her ass off. And I know everybody think their mom could cook, but, like, my mom was a serious, like she could cook. Like, everybody in my family can cook minus 2 people. But a lot of the things that I learned in culinary, when I got to culinary school, I was head of my class. And my chef was like, do you live in a house with a chef? And I was like, no, my family cooks a lot and we love food. And I was always really into food. It was because of my mom. And that's the only thing I had left when she died was the memories of us being in the kitchen. I heard explaining in great detail why each thing was used for each dish. And how you cook. You should cook with patience and love. So, that's where I'm at. I'm sitting here, I'm talking to y'all, and y'all think I'm crazy. But I am crazy because I'm Southern and I'm crazy and I'm okay with that. I've been okay with that a long time. And I have a big mouth and I like big hair. I love wine and good food. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I get through it. I smile even on my bad days. And not because I'm crazy, I'm trying to hide anything, but trust me, if I'm feeling some type of way, everybody in the room's gonna know it. But, because I know how precious the time that we have here is. I'll never take that for granted. So, yeah. So, I just try to make the best decisions that I can towards the people in my life, despite what they do to me, or lack there what they don't do. But it's just life. But I don't know. I'm gonna make a trip to the cemetery. It's hard for me because in that cemetery, within less an inch of each other, there's my mama, my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt, and a cousin. And it's hard. It's hard to go there and know that you can't touch them. You can't hug them. You can't hold them. You can't kiss them. Can't hear their voice. You forget what their voice sounds like after a while. Unless you have it on video. Tell you boy, something. But you forget what they sound like. And that's the hardest part. I spend days sometimes trying to remember what my mother sounds like. And I can't. And the craziest thing, y'all, I was in a store one day. It was a couple years ago. I was traveling. I had snuck off again on one of my crazy traveling adventures and not telling anybody, because I used to do that quite often in my younger years. But I snuck off. And I didn't really sneak off because I was grown, but I went off on a journey by myself, which I usually do once or twice a year. And this lady from behind looked like my mother. She had the same hair. She was short and round and dark skinned. And when I saw her at the side of my eye, they even had the same features. And I walked up to this lady and I stood there and I looked at her. And I was just in disbelief. This woman looked, she looked like my mother. And I know this lady thought that I was crazy. And I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. You look like my mother. She's deceased, but you guys look identical. And she was like, oh, it's okay, baby. Everybody has a twin. At this point, I turned around and walked away. And the woman turned back, pulled me back, and she gave me a hug. And she said, you really look heartbroken. I said, because you look just like her. Y'all, the lady gave me a hug. I gave her a hug and I walked away. I went to the bar and I had 3 shots of Patron because I was fucked up in the head. I had never seen nothing like that. But yeah, that's my life. Weird shit happens to me. But crazy. But yeah, I passed that. I went, it wasn't as bad as I thought. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be at first. It was a little shocking, I'm not gonna lie. When I hit that block, as we say where I come from, I hit the block. When I hit the block and I saw the house, my heart sped up and stopped all at the same time. But, oops. Once I sat in front of the house, I was okay. But yeah. That's the last of the crab falls, y'all. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the rest of this. I tried. I'm going to eat another shrimp though. But I just wanted to come talk to y'all. I'm sorry if I got off subject. But yeah, life is just, it is what it is. Treat every day like it's your last. And love people when you can. And don't take nobody bullshit. Because everybody got a day. Everybody got a number. I'm not going to sit around and wait for my day or my number to be plucked. But just remember to love people the best way you know how. How about that? Cheers to that. Love people the best way you know how. And try to love them sometimes the way they want to be loved. Because everybody receives love in different ways. Y'all got to read this book. It's called The 5 Love Languages. But it's just basically about how nobody wants to be loved the same. Everybody has a way that they show love and a way that they want to receive love. I'm so fucked up that when I filled out the little questionnaire, I was like 1% of the population who needs all of the 5 love languages. So that alone lets me know that I'm touched. I guess that's it, y'all. I love y'all. Have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Whenever you see this video, remember, food is love. And I'll see y'all back here in a couple of days. I hope y'all enjoy this vlog, this seafood mukbang from Mudbugs. And yeah, I'm gonna finish my bottle of wine, and I'm gonna put this seafood up. I'm gonna take a shower and rub some lemon on my hands so they don't smell like fish and shrimps. And I guess that'll be it. I love y'all, and remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. And I'll see you guys back here soon. And if I can get those videos up, I'm definitely gonna try. One of them is like a breakfast sandwich, and the other one was a chocolate cake, and another one was cookies, but I can't even find half of the cookie video on the camera. So I'm gonna try to see if I can find them and get them up for you guys. If not, I'll just redo the recipes, which is gonna take a long time, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish this, and y'all have a good, good time. Have a good time. Have a good time. It's Friday. So this video will be up tomorrow, Saturday. But it's Friday, loves, and see y'all later. Don't drink and drive, because I'm not going anywhere. I'm in the house tonight. So I'll see you guys later. He takes good care of his books and his toys. He's very grateful for anything you buy him. He says thank you all the time. I got him up this morning, and I was like, Cam, it's time to go home to see your mom. He was like, oh, thank you, auntie. He was like, because he really misses his mom. He's really close with his mom. And really, he won't stay with anybody else for long periods of time other than me. I don't know why. He's like that. If it ain't his mama or his auntie or somebody he really likes, you got 2 days minimum with Cameron. And he will tell on you, okay? If you do something, he don't think it's right, he will tell on you. He tell on his own mama. But he's just fun to have around. And as you guys know, I don't have any kids. So I really enjoy his company. And my sister is about to have another little baby, and her name is Chloe. We've already named her. Her name is going to be Chloe Renee. Nicole Renee. And my sister's naming her Chloe. And it's spelled with a K. And because his name is Cameron, so she wants to keep all their initials the same. And Nicole is our older sister's name. And Renee is my name, my middle name. So in my family, the female names are usually passed down. Usually it's a first name. So you usually name one of your daughters after a aunt or a sister. So my sister, she a little different, but she still wanted to honor the tradition. So what she did is she just gave Chloe 2 middle names, which is fine with me. I was trying to get her to get a baby with my name, but she was like, that's an old baby name. So she didn't want to name her Octavia. So I was like, okay, I'll take Renee. I'll take Renee. And she was gonna put Chloe Renee Nicole, but since my oldest is just the oldest, we felt like it would be best if she would give her Nicole, Alfredo's middle name first. Yeah. So that's pretty much what's going on. These potatoes are so good, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish the whole thing. I'm gonna try, but I am gonna drink the wine. But Yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. I'm almost done with the kitchen. I don't have a counter space. I have a lot of counter space, but I just don't have a adequate space for filming. So I bought a cart from Big Lots that fits in the kitchen perfectly, and I've just been playing with the camera angles and the lights to make sure that when I do start shooting the videos, everything will go off smoothly. So I'm about to be back. I was trying to see if I could recover. I had like 3 videos. For some reason, I can pull them up on the camera, but they won't go to my computer. I can't get them to go onto my computer. So I'm going to see if I use my, if I use my like somebody else's computer or something, and see if I can pull them off. If I can get the videos up, then I'll try to get those up Wednesday. But excuse me, I'm gonna try to see, because I don't want those videos to go to waste. But yeah, it's time to start back filming, and I just really miss filming, and I want to give you guys a variety of videos, not just food or makeup or just hair. I want to give you guys a lot, but I want to still stay focused on the food. And like I said, I've been working on a web page, kind of like a blog, where you guys can get on and see what's going on. I plan on updating it once a week with a new recipe. I'm also thinking about doing a calendar. I know I don't have that many subscribers, so I'm not going to print up a lot of them, but I'm thinking about doing a calendar for 2018, and in the calendar every month we'll have a different recipe, and the first day of the month that video will be released, and you guys can look in the calendar and see what that video is going to be. It'll be like a picture of it and the dish and the recipe, and then you can tune in and see me watch it. So I want to keep the price low so that everybody can afford it. I probably will give 2 away. That's if I can get it done in time, because it's going to take time. There's 12 different recipes, and I want to make sure that each recipe matches the month and the theme for that month. So yeah. I have a lot of plans for 2017. Some of them are working out. Some of them are just not going to happen. I'm not really good with moving. I don't know. I had a bit of a rough upbringing. And sometimes things didn't always feel stable. And when I move or I have to transition into something else, I have a really hard time doing that. So it just takes me a while when I move to get comfortable and not to feel like the anxiety or like it stresses me out. It completely stresses me out. And this time when I moved, it was a little bit better. I'm adjusting a lot better here than I did when I moved to Raleigh. So I guess because I'm closer to home and it's kind of familiar. So the adjustments here has been a lot better. FYI, y'all, I know I'm pouring this like I'm a drunk. I am a bit of a drunk. I don't believe that it's too early or too late to drink. But I do like a good bottle of wine, and I can bounce it down by myself. 1 bottle, maybe 2, if I'm in a really good mood. But not every night. Not every night. Every 2 nights or something like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on. Like, I finally got unpacked the beauty. Well, I don't call it a beauty room in my house. It's called the powder room. Excuse me. But the powder room is unpacked. The lights and stuff are set up. I'm gonna pull my furniture out in a couple weeks and paint it, and then I'm gonna order a couple more pieces. And that's pretty much it. Like, it's nothing too major, really. Just trying to adjust. I had a moment today. I think it's another reason I got on here, because now I don't really have a lot of friends, and the people who say they're my friends, like, I've learned not to trust them all. A lot of them, I feel like sometimes when I'm talking to them and they're asking me questions, they're pumping me for information so they can run and tell other people. So I don't really talk to people about what's really going on. But if I'm on here talking about it with y'all, then I feel comfortable with it, because it's out there for the world to see. But I talked about it a little bit on my channel about my mom and everything. So I was driving to my aunt's house today, and I just, for some reason, I turned, like, my mom, the house we lived in before she died is like a block away from my aunt's house. And I was driving to my aunt's house. I had dropped my nephew off, and I decided that I was going to go by my aunt's house and see her, because I hadn't seen her in a couple weeks. She works a lot. So I really should get my cracker. But I'm not going to move. I decided to go by my aunt's house, and for some crazy reason, I just turned down the other end of the street, which is called Illinois Street. And I went past the house, and I just have not, the last time I was in that house, we were cleaning the house out after my mom died. When I left that house, I never looked back. I wouldn't even pass that street. And for some reason today, I turned down the street, and the house was sitting there. And then I realized they used to have like an open ditch or like stuff in the front yard, and they kind of like, they closed it up and they put in a sidewalk. But it was so strange seeing that house. I need another drink to talk about this shit. It was strange seeing the house, because a lot of shit went down in that house before she died. And I'm not going to talk about it. I feel like a lot of the conversations I want to have with y'all, I don't want to do it, because I'm not worried about my aunts, my sisters. But I wasn't, when I went by the house, I kind of paused, but I didn't have like the type of emotions that I thought I would have. I didn't cry, I didn't get upset. It was just nice to see it. And all the, I turned down the street, all bad shit flooded my head. And then as I sat in front of the house, all the good things came rushing back. I mean, 2017 made 20 years since my mother's been dead. My mother died when I was 12 years old. And it just, I don't know, it's been 21 years now, and I don't know 20. It's not a day that I don't wake up and think about her. I mean, my mom had a lot of problems, but she was overall a good mom. Like, a lot of the problems that a lot of things that happened, and a lot of problems she had, she couldn't control because it was one of those things, you know. But y'all, I feel so bad sometimes because I go home and the cemetery where she's buried is all the way out on the other side of the county. And I want to go, and I used to be able to go and talk to her, but this cemetery it's so crazy. Like, at a young age, I experienced so much death. Like, I feel like the damn Grim Reaper. My mother died when I was 12. Then my grandmother when I was 15. And my grandfather when I was 20. And then I had other family members, like my aunt, a cousin, to die along the way. Then I was out in Kansas. And I had just I need a drink. I was out in Kansas. I had just came home from the holidays. And I was coming from Kansas City. I had a good day. But something in my spirit wasn't right. Like, I don't know. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. So I get on the phone and I call my aunt. And she was like, I gotta tell you, like, Annie Mae died. Which it hit me so hard because I had kept saying, when I go home, I'm going to go see her. When I go home, I'm going to go see her.